Well, g'day and welcome back. ADV-Rydr-Bloke here, and today we're doing a bit of a tech video. So this one's about rebuilding the Africa Twin fork, or forks. My forks are still original from factory in 2018. I've gotten what's that? Nearly 8 years. I think it's June 18. So yeah, about 7.5 years and 50,000 Ks out of these seals, with plenty of abuse, as you've seen over the years. So yeah, it's time to give them a bit of a birthday. I'll put heavier fork oil in. I'm going to replace all the bits and pieces, so let's get to it. Alright, so we've got our shop manual extract here printed out, thanks to the Aussie Africa Twin Facebook page. The shop manual's available there, and I've got the fork already out of the bike. This is the left hand side, the side that has the ABS sensor. I'll give it a quick clean. Now I'm not going to show you how to pull these out of the bike, because if you can't pull them out of the bike you probably shouldn't be going this far anyway. Right, so as per the manual, we've loosened off the rebound and the preload on the top here. We've also cracked the main top nut whilst it was still in the bike. That way I don't have to swing off it in the vise over here. So yeah, we'll get that set up in the vise. We'll get the top off, and then we'll deal with all of the parts. Right, so I've made up a couple of little holder of thingies here that's going to go around the fork, and got a stopper upper there, and so we'll just chuck these in the vise. Right, so this is just a Ballard's fork tool kit, and I got a fork seal rammer, we'll be using later. Right now we just need the ring, level meter, levels, and these handles here. Good thing with this kit is it comes with everything you need. So that's our fork seals and dust seals there. This is our that's the bottom brass washer that goes in the bottom of the fork. Got new O-rings for the top, new bushes for the actual slide. That's it there. Yeah, it's pretty filthy. I'm going to give that a really good clean. That's the little brass washer that we've got to replace. Right, now we can remove the actual fork dampener. Lovely. Right. Okay, so we've got the little spring, retaining spring off. I'm just going to wedge this steel ruler in here. Hopefully pry this dust seal out. There we go. Got it. So that's the dust seal. Now we need to get the retaining clip out. Inside. There's the other. Now I should just be able to slide that off. I reckon so. There's a centering. Ah, that's this actual. Either that or it's still in the bottom. There's supposed to be a little centering plate. It's probably still in the bottom of the fork leg. So now we should just be able to pull this apart. Like so. Give it a go. Rag up. Yep. I'm gonna shove that rag down there or something. Yeah. Right. Alright, so what we have now is that's the slide bushing. Right. Then you've got this bit of brass thing here, which is the guide bushing. Alright, so slide bushing, guide bushing. This washer here is called a backup ring, and then you've got your seal, your oil seal. So we need to get all that off. Now this guide bushing should have a cut in it, just there. So we can wedge that off. There we go. Okay, it's the slide bushing, and that should just slide straight off. The guide bushing, slide bushing, guide bushing, backup ring, old oil seal. Alright, that can go in the bin. retaining spring, dust seal, and spring. Now we get a new spring with the new dust seal, so we don't need to keep that. We don't need to keep the oil seal. So we'll just give this a really good clean. I do have some shellite here, which is quite a good cleaner. Either that or mass airflow cleaner is also good. Shellite will be tops. Right. Now I need to get some electrical tape to put around this bushing here because it's quite sharp and you don't want to damage your new seal. Electrical tape around these sharp edges here. You can't put too many layers on, just one's good. Okay. I'm just going to take the spring off, put it on first, so put it back together in reverse order, spring on. Alright, that's the first thing. Now the dust seal with the smaller diameter down towards the bottom. Right. Now our oil seal. The oil seal's actually got some assembly grease in it, which is excellent. And again, this has a spring inside it, and then you want the spring towards the top. Sweet. And then we put our backup washer back on. A spring, clip, take our tape off now. And find the end of it. There. Okay, tape off. Bin. And our new bushes. That's the top one. What's this one? So this is the guide bush. Okay. New guide, so that's the old one. It's the new one. Okay. Now these only particular way. It just slides on there. And our slider bush coat in oil. Alright, lovely. Slide him back in there. Snap. Great. Right, we're halfway there. Just got to clean our little washer buddy thingy here. We don't need the brass washer because we have a new one. Bin that. Alright, now I've got some mass airflow cleaner here. Try and give it clean. Get all the holes clean. Looks better. Whatever you use, it's got to be high evaporation, right? So mass airflow cleaner will evaporate very fast. So you can use, it's probably best to use that. Alright, that's already pretty much dry. Excellent. Now what we didn't see is whether our centre guide was still in there. Yeah, I think it is. So we should be able to slide this little sucker back in. Right. Okay, just wiggle that in to the centre. Back in our vise. Okay, brass washer. Get them in there, twist at the top. Okay. It's 25 foot-pounds. We've got oil. Right, where's our seal ram doohickey? I'm not exactly sure how this works. I guess you just shove that on there. Sounds like it's home. Okay. Put a retaining spring back in. Click, click. It's in there, pretty sure. Yep. Right, dust seal. Just push it in by hand. Now spring. It's on. Okay. Time to put him back in the vise. Right, 721. Okay, so we get the air out. I'm going to pull this up and hold our hand over it. That's good. Basically just pump this up and down a few, 6, 7, 8 times. There's a little hole there. Don't do it too fast or the oil will piss out this little hole here. I'll probably do it. Right. Now let it sit for 5 minutes. And then we'll measure it. Okay. It's been 5 minutes. Let's measure our thing. So just a little measuring T here. Basically the bottom dot there is where we need to be. No spring. It's close. I need to put some more in. 15. I'm just going to pour it in because at this point that's it. Spring back in, tight coils at the bottom. Right. Now we can put our tube back on. Oh, actually, I need our plastic thing on there. That's it. O-ring on this top bolt, off with the old. Oh, that packet was easy to open. On with the new, bit of oil. New O-ring on. Lovely jubbly. Now we can put our rod back in. Just make sure our lock nut is all the way at the bottom. This and 17. This is supposed to be 20. So about that. Okay. And again, this thing's then how many? It is meant to be 18 foot-pounds. So basically, fuck all. Okay, that's 18 there. I think that's good enough. We'll check it once it's back in the bike. There you have it, one forked. Actually, you know what, that even feels better, just, yeah, nice. Well, there you go guys, that's how you do a fork rebuild on Africa Twin. I should note that this is obviously for my Africa Twin 2018 model, but I imagine the forks aren't any different on the current one. Cheers.